All right, how's it going, y'all? Devin here from Tactical Cowboy. Me and all the guys are out here at the Utah Readiness Center, the best range in Utah, getting ready for the operator assessment number 2. It's going to be a good day. So we've had a lot of comments from you guys talking about how I went back down to the regular height Eotech. Why are we doing that? All sorts of stuff. We're doing that because we want to experiment and know these rifles in and out so we can talk to them about, that didn't make sense. We're doing that because we want to experiment with these rifles, know them in and out so we can suggest to you guys what would be best from our personal experience, right? So I was running the GBRS Hydra and the Lerna mounts, which Braden's got right now, for what, 12 months probably, right? Probably 12 months. Damn, it was a long time. And I really, really loved it. We were kicking ass out at distance, night vision shooting, it's fantastic, all that kind of good stuff. And we got the operator assessment coming up, so I wanted to go back to a very bare bones basic rifle. So all we got is this Culper DMSR carbine and Eotech, right? Nothing fancy about it, all that kind of stuff. And I went also to the pistol with iron sights. So to make it a little more difficult, right? No magnification, no nothing. This also gave me a good month that we've been back at the regular height for this Eotech or anything on a carbine. And I have to say, I highly prefer the taller mounts now. I highly prefer them. Why? Because that heads-up shooting isn't just required for night vision, I would say. It's really, really good in the prone. So one thing I'm noticing is when I'm shooting, trying to do these really fast qualifications that we're doing at the operator assessment, when I'm in the prone, I feel like I'm looking through the top of my freaking lenses on my iPro, which kind of sucks because when you do that and you sprint and drop into the prone and my glasses do this and I try to angle that, sometimes this top blade of this lens is getting in the way looking down the damn optic. So I'm like, dang, this kind of sucks. So yeah, that's been a downside. Another downside has been when we're running a gun and doing all our fast shooting, I'm getting a little bit higher stock connection than I was when I had the Hydra or the Lerna. Looking down the optic, and as you can see, I've got a little bit peeking out right here. Where when I had the Hydra, the sight's up here, so I feel more comfortable getting it completely into my shoulder pocket. So that's two downsides I've noticed about going back to the regular height optic is I feel like I'm looking like this through my iPro, and yeah, I feel like the shoulder stock connection is just about 3% not as good. So it's not a huge difference, but when you're pushing standards like we are, it adds up for sure. It adds up for sure. So come on in, boys, come on in. So now we've got all of them. So Brock right here, he's got the, yeah, get down here, boys. No. It's comfortable down here.
Nice.
So Brock, what do you got? The Unity? What's the make and model?
So it's the Unity. I can't remember make and model. This is like the mid. So it's not flat on the rail. It's not the Hydra. It's not the
Lerna. Yeah.
But it's just a little bit lower than that. I like the Riser for the same reason Devin said. Like the biggest thing for me is I may actually go up to the Lerna because I like having more of the stock into my shoulder, especially with a shorty. Just because it's higher pressured, so it's gonna have more recoil, and so I want to be able to mitigate that more, having more shoulder into it.
Yeah, for sure. So what is the height on this one again, Braden?
2.1
something, I think.
Yeah, it's barely,
I think it's like 2.1 or something like that. So this is obviously nothing, or it's the whatever that little piece is. And then that's the 2.1, I think, or 193. It's in that range. And then the Hydra is the 293, I believe. So that's the height that we're talking about, the height it is over. So Braden, go ahead, talk about what your experience has been with the Lerna so far, because Braden was rocking this for quite some time. Now he's going even higher.
Yeah, so I originally was rocking the Unity, which was super awesome. I really like the Unity for that middle ground where you're not running night vision. If you're one of those guys where you find yourself never using night vision, then it may be a consideration. Just go the Unity route because it's gonna be that nice middle ground between having a riser but not being too crazy high up. Not that it's going to create any serious issues. Out to distance, I have not seen any difference from the Unity and then the Lerna mount here, but the real difference comes when it gets to night vision stuff. So when it comes to night vision stuff, you really want to have your nods straight in line with your holographic right here. So that way you're not trying to sink down and then trying to look up with your neck. It really strains your neck that way. And also I can really find the reticle on this Eotech with the Lerna as opposed to the Unity much better, especially when I have a headset on, because when you have a headset on and I'm right here, for the Unity, I really need to suck down, especially with night vision on. So when I suck down right here, it'll actually end up bumping my headset out of the way, which isn't ideal, especially when you're indoors. It gets really loud really quick when that's popped open. So the Lerna's been really nice for all the night vision stuff that I've been doing. And then CQB, it's super nice too, because instead of really needing to sink down to get onto my optic, I can simply stay heads up, and then I can just rotate that optic straight into my face.
Yeah. So I remember when I first started getting into the tall mounts, what, a year and a half ago now, probably, first inquiring about it, I was thinking, this is the tried and true. You don't need that crap. It's silly. It's stupid. And I was doing all sorts of night vision shit with this and still making it work. Then we got those, and I was like, damn, these are legit. These are legit. Yeah. It's kind of just how things go, right? I mean, I'm sure when red dots came out for rifles, there was the guys, I wasn't around, but I'm sure there was the guys that were saying, they're going to fail, this or that, blah, 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 blah. Now people are saying that about pistols. It's 2024, so I would say probably try to get with the times and at least try these new kind of things. The other thing that's really nice about the tall mounts and risers on the rifles is everybody, when they shoot their pistol, they want to keep their head in the same position, right? You hear that over and over and over again in pistol instruction. Don't move your head, bring the optic or the iron sights to your face. Don't do anything else. Just pistol right in front of you. Well, when you've got this setup, it's a lot easier to do that also with your rifle. Where with this setup, I can present out, but I still have to, no matter what, sink my face down. I got a bob. I got a bob for that dick to get into the optic, right? I don't want a bob. I don't want a bob anymore. I'm done with that in my life. So if I've got that higher optic, I can just hang out like Braden's saying, present out, and boom, I'd be right there. And I've got a nice, clean shoulder stock connection. So I would say if you haven't tried it yet, it'd be worth it to give it a shot. I know they could be expensive. How much does that cost?
I think this one ran about 90.
90 bucks. What does that cost?
I have no clue.
I can't remember. Cole sent those to us, so I can't remember how much they are. I think they're a couple $100 though. But it's upped my game for sure. It's up my game for sure. And we're talking about hundredths of seconds, right? Hundredths of seconds. And people in the pistol world always say, oh man, bringing that pistol straight up to my eye line shaved just that little bit of time off, and it's worth it, right? Well, why wouldn't it be worth it with the rifle? Again, we've had zero issues at distance. Like we were shooting out to 300, confirming zero on that thing, and you were pinging it no problem.
Yep. No
12-inch wide plate, pinging it no problem. So, any other points you guys think we should bring up about regular height versus tall mounts?
I think they're awesome. If you're running a plate carrier or any type of carrier system as well, Devin already showed it's hard to get into prone with no riser. Having a riser makes getting into prone with a plate carrier that much easier.
Yeah, 100%.
Straight looking down because you got extra stuff underneath your chest.
Yeah, but if you had this, you might have to bob a little bit, you know? Yep. Bob down there.
I think this will have a little bob to it. I think that's one of the reasons I want to try that one, just because having a plate carrier and shooting prone, I'm past that point of my life. Ranger Regiment is done. No more bobbing.
No more bobbing for that dick.
Yeah, Uncle Sam, sorry.
All right. Well, anything else you want to add about the risers?
I would just say if you are planning on using this in any professional capacity, the Lerna mount, or well, I should preface this with any professional capacity with night vision, I would highly recommend this mount because it's just going to allow you to passively aim and not have to rely on your laser. It is a huge plus in capability, so I would highly recommend this mount for that.
Hell yeah. And maybe they'll make one even taller. Ooh. I'm hoping for the 3.6. Yeah, that's kind of that sweet spot.
Get one of these 3.6 inches. Be able to shoot like
that's
this.
That's perfect, right? That's perfect. Above average for sure.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, that's all we got. Give them a shot. Leave a comment down below on what you think about him. What you think about his rifle, this rifle, my teeth, his beard, him looking like Conor McGregor. Yeah. The comments always help, so we appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Bye. That was good, right?
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching our YouTube content. We work really hard on this stuff. And to help us with the YouTube algorithm, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so every time we put up a cool video about a gear review or some of our cool training content, you're notified and you can watch our cool stuff. Thank you for your support, and we'll be coming out with some really cool stuff soon.